going on, guys? Mr. Loud over here, detailing tricks and tips. And before we get into the product review, feel free to wax that like button, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you're informed of every video that comes out on this channel. Guys, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the video. So as we continue the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions ceramic line, we're going down the products, we're going down the list over here, and I want to talk today about, as you already saw in the video title, about the ceramic wash and wax. Simply what it is, it is a car wash detergent, car wash soap that has SiO2 ceramic properties inside of it, and the claim that it has is that it adds water beading to the panel. You can use it as a standalone product, or you can use it as a topper or maintenance product for the coatings that you might have on your vehicle, more specifically the Turtle Wax spray, ceramic spray coating. But before we get into it, what I'm going to do with this product is I'm going to use it in a foam cannon, let it sit for a bit, do a bucket wash as you've seen me do before, and we're going to see, as a standalone product, does this add any protection? Does it add any water repellency? Do we see water properties increasing? And do we see any chemical resistance? I'm not going to go over with degreasers or all-purpose cleaners, but we can see if it's beading, it will resist to some degree. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so we're going to get into it. I've got a foam cannon with 500 milliliters of water, and I've got about 3 ounces of the soap inside the thing. Is that much? Well, it's a lot of soap for a little bit of water, but I want to give the product the benefit of the doubt because you know how I feel about SiO2 soap. So simply what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse off the panel. You can see how it looks, and then we can go from there. And of course, as you would already expect, it's a flat panel. It has barely any repellency at all. And yeah, whatever. So, like I said, I've got 500 milliliters of water. I got about 3 ounces of, around 3 ounces of soap in there. That's a lot, but you know, like I said, I want to give the product the benefit of the doubt. And the objective is, does this add water repellency properties? Do we see any beading, sheeting at an abnormal level? You see it right now, it's very flat. Is it still that way afterwards? We'll find out right now. So instantly what you can tell is that product is very, very runny. Now, in comparison to other SiO2 soaps that I've used in the past, I mean, those soaps have a lot of suds, a lot of properties. This quite doesn't. Right now, what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing any separation here, which that's okay because it's still a dirty panel, but I'm not seeing any separation going on. I'm not seeing any dispersion going on. It's pretty much at this point just sitting on top. So I'm going to fast forward about a minute. We're going to let it sit on for a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and go from there. All right, now that the product has sat for about a minute, like I said before, the soap is not really on. I mean, you could see soap on the panel. It is there. You're not really seeing any separation besides maybe right here a little bit. But besides that, you know, there's not much suds on the panel. But I want to feel it. Do I feel any lubricity? I feel a little bit. Not much, but I feel a little bit, which is kind of defeating the purpose of using a foam cannon, because my reason for using it is to add lubricity. Some people like to use it as a pre-wash and then rinse it off, then do the contact wash. I prefer to leave the foam on the vehicle because I like that lubricity. But I'm going to go into a bucket wash. I've got about 1.5 gallons of water, which is very little, I know. But interesting about the instructions is it says 3 ounces of soap for every gallon of water, which is insane. I don't get it, but we'll get into it soon. So I've got a little bit over 1 gallon of water, and I got 4 ounces of soap. All right, let's do a contact wash. The lubricity, there's not much lubricity at all. And you can even see the soap isn't, the suds aren't even there. But that doesn't mean everything. That just means that the soap doesn't stay long, and it's not a high sud soap. So maybe something like this is better for a pre-rinse. But let me go ahead and rinse it off, and we'll see, is there any water beading? Lego. So actually it does repel a little bit more than before. You can see now there's kind of sporadic separation going on, but I still see that little oily substrate, the residue on the vehicle. So I'm going to dry it off, and I'm going to see after that residue is removed, does it repel water? Although right now it does repel water a lot better and a lot faster than without. But let's give it a try. Let's dry it off. Now that it's dried off, for the most part at least, let's give it a try. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, there's really no water repellency, and when I dried it off, it's actually slower water properties than before I dried it off. So I don't think we need to see any more. Let me just give my final thoughts and we'll go from there. Okay guys, there you have it. That was the Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Ceramic Wash and Wax. So as far as a price point for this, as I mentioned in the previous review video, I was blessed with these products by Turtle Wax themselves. They sent me out the big box of products and all that. But what you can look at for this is 48 ounces. You can look somewhere around the $12 to $15 mark. Might be a little bit higher. Highly doubt it's a little bit lower. But what you're getting for that is 48 ounces, and you know, you can see it is what it is, guys. We have to stop overthinking these SiO2 soaps. So simply how the directions work in this case, what the directions specify is 3 ounces per gallon of water inside your bucket. It doesn't really mention anything about a foam cannon, but it does say that there's durable protection from SiO2 infusion. And so at 3 ounces, I did 4 ounces for just a little bit more than 1 gallon of water, and you saw the water repellency, you saw the characteristics. So here's my thought process into what was maybe in the mind of Turtle Wax and why they made it so diluted as is. Because on the directions it mentions that if you are going to lay down a layer of protection, so if you're going to use their ceramic spray coating, what you want to do is just use 1 ounce per gallon of soap. So they're saying that 1 ounce of the wash and wax is suitable for washing a vehicle in a safe manner. And so I think what they did is they tried to make it already diluted enough so it's a versatile product. So we have to remember, guys, even though we're trying to think as detailers, we're trying to think price-wise, we're trying to, you know, count our cost per usage. They're thinking, how can we go ahead and make one bottle one wash and wax product or one car soap that'll work for both the person who is just gonna wash their car and then lay down some protection and maintain it without having to buy 2 different soaps, so we can sell them more product. You know, that I think that's their mindset. Forgive me, there's some wind going on, so if that messes up the camera, my sincere apologies. But I don't think that they were trying to be cheap in the manner of making, or I don't think it's that I don't think the product is subpar because of the fact of its dilution. It's, or you needing, say if you do 2 gallons of water in a bucket, you need 6 ounces of product. I don't think that this product falls short there, because where Turtle Wax markets is that this is one product that can take care of many different solutions, kind of like, I believe it's their Max Power Wash, where 1 ounce per gallon is good for certain, 3 ounces per gallon you can start to, it's a good prep for this, or 6 ounces per gallon, then you can use it to strip whatever's on there. I think Turtle Wax just operates in that market, and that's kind of their thing, and so I don't hate them for that. What I don't like is the fact that we have another SiO2 product out there, a car wash, a car soap, an SiO2 car soap, that doesn't really do much water properties. And so here, and this is not a knock against Turtle Wax. I think they're a great company. This is a knock against companies that try to market SiO2 soaps as some type of protection soap. If you saw when I did it, if you didn't notice it, go back to where I was doing the foam cannon and I did the bucket wash. You saw how before I dried the car, the water was separating. There was water repellency. It was starting to fall off the panel a little bit faster. And then after I dried the vehicle, and then you saw the properties slow down. And I've said this time and time again on the channel, and people say, no, it's not that, it's not that. Guys, what makes these products, wash and wax soaps, whether it's SiO2 or Carnauba or whatever, it's they put silicone inside the product, and that's what allows there to be a little bit of an extra shine, extra gloss. Yes, there's Carnauba maybe, and it works as a cleaner, but you even saw today as a perfect case where when you use a wash and wax soap and you rinse it off, there's a little bit of an oily residue that I could see. It looked like oil kind of in water. It looked like that because there was still silicone on the panel. There were still properties on the panel that were causing the water separation to happen. Remember, when oil mixes with water, it separates. Here, I'm holding that like I'm holding onto it for my dear life here. But when oil mixes with water, it separates. And that's the concept that they're doing. They're putting silicone in these products, so when water is introduced to it, it begins to separate. Okay. But it doesn't last when I dry the vehicle. So everything that you just put on comes off, and if it doesn't all come off, now you have that film, you have that residue, you have that weird, awkward, sticky feeling on the vehicle that shouldn't be there from the soap. So I know I'm reviewing Turtle Wax here. As a soap, I think it's fine. I think it does a good job. It clean, the panel's clean, it's squeaky clean if you even want to say that. But it's not protected. There's no water repellency really there. Therefore, I am going to say this. If you want the Hybrid Solutions wash and wax, go for it. It's going to clean the vehicle. It's going to get the job done. Is it very lubricious? That's the word. No, it's not. The lubricity is not the best. Is it going to add tremendous water repellency? No, it's not. Is it going to make the car shine like it has a ceramic coating? No. It's not. It's going to clean the vehicle because that's what it's designed to do. And that's really all you're going to get out of it, which is fine because we wash a vehicle to have a clean vehicle. We don't wash vehicles so we can have the biggest water beading out there. You want water beading? Put on a coating. You want water beading? Wax the vehicle. You want water beading? Use Bead Maker. Use Meguiar Synthetic Express Spray Wax. Use Turtle Wax Seal and Shine. I Spray Wax. Hybrid Solutions Ceramic Spray Coating. Use something. Use Meguiar's Quick Wax. Use Adam's Spray Coating. I don't know. Use something. But don't go to this for water beading. Don't go to any wash and wax soap, any SiO2 infused soap for water beading because it's just not going to happen. Sorry guys, that was kind of a rant here. Turtle Wax, I love you. I love you to death. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for sending me out the products. I am not being ungrateful here. I'm just kind of talking to the industry as a whole, where I'm kind of sick of people marketing soaps as a this thing that adds increased protection. Your companies are putting silicone and oil and maybe not oil, but you know, they're putting stuff on there that comes right off when you drive the vehicle, unless you use a leaf blower. But even in that case, and you still have the residue. I don't know. Kind of sick of it. And I've said it since the beginning of my channel. I don't like wash and wax soaps. This is why. It doesn't really do anything. And if anything, now when I got to clean the windows, there's a little residue left behind. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, guys, sorry for that rant. I love you all. I love you, Turtle Wax. I love all the detailing industry. I love all the companies out there. I love them all. You guys do amazing. Thank you for your input in the community and your contribution to the market. I love you all, and I'm excited to do the rest of the Turtle Wax Ceramic Hybrid Solutions ceramic line up. Guys, if you like this channel, if you thought that this information was more beneficial than just aggravating to you, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, wax that like button, and guys, thank you so much for your love and support. Mr. Ladd here signing out. Take care.